Amsterdam, gisterochtend even na de klok van 11 uur. Rubens Barrichello en zijn vrouw Silvana zijn rechtstreeks uit Italië ingevlogen om met een aantal mensen van de Nederlandse pers te praten in het prachtige hotel Blake's. Tijdens de lunch praten ze over alles wat los en vast zat. Alles wat met Ferrari te maken had. En tevens kreeg Rubens een cadeautje. Een Portugees-Duits woordenboek om zo te proberen voor te blijven in de taalstrijd met Michael Schumacher. Daarna was het een boottochtje in de grachten van Amsterdam. Al het kalf ging mee aan boord en vroeg de Braziliaan letterlijk het hemd van het lijf.
Rubens, for all the Formula 1 teams you've been racing for, Stewart and Jordan, points was like a victory. Now you've signed, and a victory is a victory, and it's got to be a goal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, people might think that I'm not seeing how hard it's going to be. I can see that driving alongside Michael, it's going to be a different task, a different one and a difficult one. But I have a lot of confidence on myself. I think that what will count this year will be more my mind than the actual arms and legs. So I'm thinking that I can do quite well. So basically, let's put this way, the target is to win the race. But then if you win a race, you can do two. And then if you win two, you can win the championship. So with a proving racing winning car, I think things will be easier inside the track. Probably not so easy outside the track, but inside it, if you have a car that has the performance, it will make things better.
You already mentioned the championship. Last night someone asked me, who's going to be world champion? And I said, Rubens Barrichello. And then I thought about it, that, well, there is a distinct possibility that you are going to win the world championship this year.
Oh, let's put it this way. I mean, everyone is waiting for Michael to win the championship, and Ferrari has built a car that hopefully is capable of him doing that. So if I consider myself a good racing driver, I must be able to race against Michael, and people who know him maybe looking at me now and saying, you don't know what you're expecting, but I have to think this way, and if he's capable of winning races, I must be as well. So I'm going on this way.
Ferrari's more emotional than all the British teams you've raced for, as they're Italian. You're very Latin yourself, but to me, especially for a Brazilian, you're very stable. I think last year I saw you once maybe that you're upset and shouting a little bit, but for the rest you were so stable as a personality.
Well, I think I had to leave that Brazilian side when I was inside of the car. I think it hurt me a lot. When we lost Ayrton, it hurt me a lot. 95, 96, I wasn't doing very well. So I promised myself that 97 I would be a changed man and I would start all over again. And I asked God to give me a second chance in my life for me to have a competitive car. 99 was already a really good year with a competitive one. And that proved to be a real good chance for me to go for an even bigger team. So I just have to take the chances as they come. And Jackie Stewart once told me that he drove more with his head than with his arms. So I can understand that now. I feel aggressive. I feel like I want to do well, but it's you really make the problems with your head. If you're in peace, and it's just another word.
You mentioned God, you mentioned Ayrton. You think after 94 you sort of grew closer to God as well?
Absolutely, yeah. I believe that God gave me the second chance of my life. Things are here in Earth for us to experiment, and we have the choice to do whatever we like, but it's something that I believe in so much, and I ask it not to get hurt, and I try to do the natural thing that he gave me, which is driving. So it's something that I believe in so much, and I think after 94 I can say that I became a more religious person.
Now your wife's here. Your wife saw a lot of you last year. You didn't have to test a lot. Life at Ferrari is definitely different. What's family life like now?
Well, I mean, we have a little bit less of the private time, the privacy that we used to have, and but she knows that that's the best moment I was waiting for her, so she's very supportive, and I don't see a real problem. I mean, I'm testing a lot. She's been with me the last weeks in Fiorano. Not fantastic for her, but it's something that at least she knows where I am, and when the good times arrive, it will be her time as well. If we win a race, it would not only be for me, but it will be for her as well.
Family planning, anything on the way?
Well, not yet. I mean, there's a lot of work going on. We're not only saying that no now. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But it's something that I'm doing for my I'm working now for my job, and if Silvana is a lovely person, I'm for sure is someone that I want to spend the rest of my life together. So if it happens, it happens now.
One more thing, you were back in Brazil bowling with Dad and your granddad. A, it must be special to do it with your dad and your granddad. B, why bowling?
Well, it was something that we always did when I was a kid, and we've played a lot, and I was always the third. My granddad was always the first. My dad was second, I was third, and then we changed a little bit, and then my dad is winning now. So, but it's good to play, it's good even if people think you're important, that you don't have time for your life anymore. Still on Mondays and Thursdays when I'm in Brazil, I'm always playing.
Anything you want to say to us?
Well, I must say that I'm so happy with the support that people are giving me. I'm sure people are excited to see how can I qualify alongside Michael. So the only thing is that I want to say thank you very much for the people who is behind me. I have a lot of fans around here, and so I say dankjewel, and I see you in Australia.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you.